Hello and welcome to the Caymanas Park Highlight Show. In this week's edition, we'll recap selected races from Saturday, December 18 and Sunday, December 19. It was a weekend which saw 19 races on offer. Saturday's feature event was the BetMakers Holiday Bonanza Trophy, while on Sunday the main event was the Charles Hussey OD Trophy. Let's begin our highlights package with race 3 from Saturday. This was the Die Job Sprint Trophy contested over 1,200 meters. Title-chasing jockey Dane Dawkins was aboard the 3-5 importee Sistrin Treasure.
They're off for the Die Job Sprint, an almost perfect start. Running Glory comes away running quickly for that lead. Sistrin Treasure a half a length down and in pursuit. Fly Blue Jet is cruising down on the outside. Is that a fact? Making steady progress on the rail. Duracell in the orange sleeves races next at the back of that pack, and Rejected Raja 2 further lengths away last. The small field head toward the half mile. They're almost there now, and Is That a Fact has that lead. Fly Blue Jet is a length and a long tail back in second. Running Glory races on the middle. Toward the outside, Sistrin Treasure, Duracell backtracking a bit as they go, flashing past the 3, and at the back it is Rejected Raja as they come slipping past the 5/16th, about to turn for home. Is That a Fact in control? Omar Walker, and Is That a Fact turn for home at the top of the lane. Fly Blue Jet now asked to kick in. Running Glory left back on the rail. Sistrin Treasure in the purple now asked to make ground on the outside, but Is That a Fact is shaken up by Walker. There goes the right-hand stick. A furlong to run in the Die Job Sprint. Can they catch? Is That a Fact? Walker changing the stick neatly to the left hand, asking for everything. Sistrin Treasure now beginning to close up along with Fly Blue Jet. Is That a Fact? Running on the spot here is Sistrin Treasure. It's tight between them. Fly Blue Jet races next ahead of Duracell. Rejected Raja, Running Glory.
Sistrin Treasure secures the victory by a short head. Piloted by Dane Dawkins, Sistrin Treasure completed the 1,200-meter trip in 1 minute 15 seconds flat for trainer Gary Sobrati. In the fourth event, Anthony Thomas, who remains hot on the heels of Dane Dawkins in the run to the Jockeys Championships, was aboard Baby Like. Here's Thomas's instant response to Dawkins' victory in race 3.
Anchorman goes in, ready for a start. They're off right away. Five-Spend Liz steps slowly, along with Don Vincenzo, as Baby Like tugs hard and goes for that lead. On the outside, let's salute the deputies. They come toward the 6 furlong point. Baby Like in front, Joe tucked in on the rail. It's Baby Like in front of Joe. Right there too, that's GT Boy as they pass the 6. A tight cluster of Salute the Deputy and Anchorman comes next. Then comes a length and a half to Great Wayne. Tailing off about 4 lengths, that's Don Vincenzo and Five-Spend Lives the company. They head toward the 4 furlong point. Baby Like bouncing easily on that lead. A length and a half in front of Anchorman, hustled up for more. Then comes GT Boy. Joe comes next as they pass the 4. Salute the Deputy recovering. Then comes Great Wayne 4 lengths away or 3 lengths away before we come to Don Vincenzo and tailing off a bit, that's Five-Spend Lives. They head toward the 3 and it is Baby Like skipping away about 4 lengths in front of GT Boy, hustled up for more. Also under a drive, that is Anchorman. Salute the Deputy comes running on, and Great Wayne. They're at the top of the lane. Baby Like being tackled on the outside by GT Boy. Baby Like in front at the top of the lane, but GT Boy not going anywhere. Baby Like a furlong and a half to travel. Just a leader from GT Boy. Great Wayne is right against the rail. Also coming whack for more. That looks to be Anchorman, but Baby Like kick once again. GT Boy not quitting. It's Baby Like hanging on top. Baby Like begins to find more, and Baby Like and begins to find enough for Anthony Thomas and Baby Like, going on to win by about 4 lengths. GT Boy second, then comes Don Vincenzo running on for 4th. That's Five-Spend Liz.
A comfortable win for jockey Anthony Thomas aboard Baby Like. For trainer Philip Fiani OD, second went to GT Boy, followed by Don Vincenzo and Five-Spend Liz. The 8th event was the Andrew H.B. Aguilar Memorial Cup. 10 faced the starter covering 1,600 meters or a mile.
Heads to 10. They're off and racing. Piggly Wiggly left at the back early along with Rhythm Buzz. Acknowledge Me blast into an early lead, joined by Lambo Girl, and Lambo Girl now picks it up. Piggly Wiggly recovers nicely after that bad start as they head towards the 6 furlong point on the course. It's Piggly Wiggly and Lambo Girl mixing it up on the front. Piggly Wiggly narrowly by a half a length from Lambo Girl, then comes right against the rail. That's Uncharted, also there in the mix. That's Acknowledge Me. All for Love is also there. Here Comes Ken is also in the mix. Then behind those, that is Rhythm Buzz. Behind Rhythm Buzz, the pair of Roaring Thunder and Princess Talisi rather, and racing at the back, Loyal Action. They come towards the 4 furlong point and going once again, Lambo Girl. Piggly Wiggly tracks in second. Acknowledge Me makes a sharp move, then goes down into second. All for Love is there on Uncharted as they come towards the 3 furlong point. Acknowledge Me, Lambo Girl not going away, 3 lengths away before we come to All for Love right there too. Rhythm Buzz making a sharp move right against the rail and coming on. That is Uncharted there at the top of the lane, and this Acknowledge Me has kicked for home about 4 lengths in front of All for Love, trying to come on. Lambo Girl still has a little juice and is still racing back in third. Here comes coming on, that's Rhythm Buzz. It's now All for Love that picks up the lead from a tiring Acknowledge Me. All for Love at the furlong pole in the Andrew H.B. Aguilar Memorial Cup. All for Love, Rhythm Buzz beginning to churn. It's All for Love in front and holding Rhythm Buzz at bay, and All for Love has done enough, beats Rhythm Buzz. Then comes Uncharted. Third, fourth goes to Princess Khaleesi.
Dane Dawkins delivers another telling blow in the race for the Jockeys Championship, as All for Love secures the Andrew H.B. Aguilar Memorial Cup. All for Love clocks 1 minute 44 seconds flat, covering a mile for trainer Gary Sobrati. Race 9 was the day's feature, the BetMakers Holiday Bonanza Trophy. This was a 3-year-old and up overnight allowance event which saw St. Leger winner Blue Vinyl, partnered by Shane Ellis, sent off as a 2-5 favorite.
This is the BetMakers Holiday Bonanza Trophy number 1. They're off. Toward the back, Marquesas, Chinamax, and a Positive ID. As up front, we have a pack field. Big Daddy going for it, along with Blue Vinyl. Mirabilis, hidden from view, is on the outside of runners as they come charging up now toward the final 6 furlongs. Mirabilis grabs a slim lead. Big Daddy held tightly in second. Blue Vinyl is tugging down against the rail. Perfect Brew is next, along with Curlin's Affair. The head Cornerstone joins that group. Crimson just in behind them, possibly 5 lengths off the lead. Prince Marshall is next, being urged a bit. Positive ID further back as they leave the 5 Marquesas toward the rear of the field. And last of all, it is a Chinamax. They're on the run toward the half mile. This is the BetMakers Holiday Bonanza Trophy number 1. And they leave the half mile. Curlin's Affair is on the rail, but bursting through the pack. That's the favorite, Blue Vinyl. Now they'll have to catch him. Blue Vinyl out in front. Big Daddy and Crimson in pursuit. Curlin's Affair and Perfect Brew race next. Positive ID makes ground. 4.5 covers that group. The head Cornerstone needs to do more along with Prince Marshall. The gap back to Marquesas. Chinamax has made some ground, only one behind. That's Mirabilis. As the field turned for home, they're at the top of the lane, a quarter of a mile to run. Blue Vinyl in the center. Here is Positive ID now kicking it on the outside. Curlin's Affair is down against the rail. Perfect Brew is toward the outside with Prince Marshall, but it is Positive ID inside the final furlong who holds the lead. Prince Marshall trying to cut into it. So to Perfect Brew and Curlin's Affair, but it is Positive ID. Ray and Lewis. Here is Prince Marshall charging up, and Prince Marshall just gets the better of Positive ID. Then Perfect Brew, could be Curlin's Affair, close between Blue Vinyl and the head Cornerstone.
Prince Marshall delivers a brilliant victory for trainer Fitzroy Gillespie. Ridden by Dane Dawkins, Prince Marshall finished ahead of Positive ID, Perfect Brew with Blue Vinyl failing to spark yet again, finishing back in 4th. With Saturday being highlighted by Dane Dawkins' magical 4-timer, as well as Prince Marshall's victory in the day's feature, it's now time to head to a break. On the other side, we'll recap some of the exciting action from Sunday, December 18. Stay with us. We'll have more highlights from Caymanas Park right after the break. Welcome back to the Caymanas Park Highlight Show. In the second half of our presentation, we'll recap some of the action from Sunday, December 18. Race 3 starts us off. This was named in honor of Miss Ruth, matriarch of the legendary Hussey family. Anonymous was the punter's choice, sent off at odds of 4-5.
They're off for the Miss Ruth. Easy Peasy came out at the back, spotting the rest about 6 lengths. As Anonymous takes off quickly, leaving the 6, the Digital Light on the outside a half a length down. Miss Mamas is a length and a piece back. The Love of God now being pushed down on the outside, asked to make some ground. Easy Peasy toward the back, sharing last with Modern Miracle. They've left the 5/8 and run toward the half mile. This is the Miss Ruth. And out in front and setting those fractions, that's Anonymous. Digital Light right there on the outside. Miss Mamas now begins to make gains. The Love of God is asked to pick it up, so too Easy Peasy, and Modern Miracle remains at the back, possibly 6 lengths off that lead. They've left the 7/16, about to arrive at the final 3, and Anonymous is out for a stroll at the moment under a very motionless hand ride. There goes the Love of God now kicking in on the outside as they go charging past the 5/16, about to come into the lane. Digital Light and Miss Mamas chasing. Modern Miracle has to make some late progress. Easy Peasy on the rail, but Anonymous, a burly looking colt, has now picked it up as they flash past the 3/16. It is Anonymous and terrific Tevin Foster who hold the advantage in the Miss Ruth with just a furlong to run. Can they catch Anonymous? Digital Light trying to shine over against the rail. The Love of God is on the outside. Modern Miracle gets going too late. It's all Anonymous out for a stroll. Anonymous, Tevin Foster eases down. They're looking at the brake lights of Anonymous, who wins by 7 or more over Modern Miracle. Then the Love of God, Digital Light. Miss Mamas is next, ahead of Easy Peasy.
Anonymous delivers for reigning champion trainer Anthony Nunes. Partnered by the consistent Tevin Foster, Anonymous clocks 1 minute 3 seconds flat, covering 1,000 meters or 5 furlongs straight. Race 5 saw a field of 7 competing in what was a restricted stakes event. The 1-5 favorite Power came from the stables of the freshly minted winner of the Mute Mile, Philip Viani OD.
They're ready. 1,700 meters, 8.5 furlongs. They're off. First start. Pellicula just missed it and is being urged early as they go flashing past the mile. Power broke well on the outside. March and Shoot and the Citadel running quickly. Justin Biden racing on the outside of Stomp the Rhythm near the rail. Rum Puncher races next as they lead the 7, and Pellicula is toward the back as they now head away now toward the final 6 furlongs. March and Shoot out in front, leading them by some 2 lengths. The Citadel traveling easily in second as they lead the 6. Justin Biden and Power accompany each other, about to be joined by Stomp the Rhythm getting the run against the rail. A break of some 5 lengths opens up to Rum Puncher, and Pellicula continues to run last. They lead the 5 and a run now toward the half mile and the final part of the back stretch. The Citadel out in front with that lead. Power now kicking in on the outside along with Justin Biden. There goes Stomp the Rhythm. March and Shoot left back in 5th as they go toward the 7/16. Rum Puncher asked to make some ground, and Pellicula has a mountain to climb from there as they go flashing past the final 3/8 and make their way toward the top of the lane. It's the Citadel joined now by Power. The Citadel just from Power. Justin Biden has to be switched out wide. Stomp the Rhythm racing just in behind them as they're going to come thundering into the top of the lane. Power looks to have kicked in mid-track and now grabs the lead from the Citadel. Stomp the Rhythm is in behind them. Justin Biden is racing out wide. Pellicula now begins a very late run, asked to climb the mountain as they make their way toward the furlong pole. It is Power shaken up. Power under a strong drive begins to slip away from them. Stomp the Rhythm over against the rail, but it is Power and awesome Anthony Thomas. He'll have his 2nd win on the card, getting closer now to Dane Dawkins. Power wins by maybe 7 over Stomp the Rhythm, then Pellicula, the Citadel.
Power shows his class to secure Sunday's 5th event. Second went to Stomp the Rhythm, followed by Pellicula and the Citadel. Race 6 was a maiden condition sprint event contested over 800 meters. Female apprentice Samantha Fletcher was aboard the favorite Edina Marsh.
4 furlong the trip, 4 furlong straight. They're off and running right away. Breaking in the middle, that is Select Me, tacking across from the wide draw and coming in the middle also that Special Gift. So Special Gift is right there too. Edina Marsh is right on the premises over on the far side. That's You and I. So it is Special Gift looks to be with that lead. Special Gift in front and traveling well. Edina Marsh out in the middle too. It's Special Gift in front of Edina Marsh. Select Me under the stand fence. Special Gift looks to trying to be running away this one. Edina Marsh comes a calling on Special Gift. Select Me has to do more running. It's still Special Gift keeping on from Edina Marsh, trying hard. Special Gift driven for all his words. Special Gift land this one ahead of Edina Marsh. Select Me. Then comes the Ragbar Bappy and the Potential.
Apprentice Siobhan Townsend unwraps a Special Gift for trainer Ray Phillips. Special Gift completed the 800-meter event in 48 seconds flat. There was 3 scratches from the 7th event. Horse number 5, Whisper to Me, the 6th horse, Without Remorse, and the Alfred Brown entry, Mickey C.
This is the 7th. They're off. He's hold that, breaks well, tacking toward the middle. Blue Sky is also running quickly as they sort themselves out. Keturah is showing good speed along with Adenosine. They're the runners drifting over toward the center. Posing already is the one racing right under the stands, and Whodunit is getting the stick already as they spread right across the racetrack and leave the quarter pole behind them. Posing already is nearest to us and may just have that overall lead. But here comes Keturah now, moving fast. Over on the far side, Adenosine. She's hold that now. The rider asking for more as they come racing inside the final 16th. It is a Keturah and devastating Dane Dawkins running away from them under full power. Keturah wins. Wins easily in the end. Posing already is second. She's hold that is third. Blue Sky is fourth.
The Dane Dawkins-Patrick Lynch combination churns out another victory. Keturah clocks 48 seconds flat, covering 800 meters. Sunday's 8th and penultimate event was the Charles Hussey Odie Trophy. Shane Ellis was aboard the 4-5 favorite Emperor of the Cats, breaking from box number 5.
John Crudreff is up and in. They're off and racing in the Charles Hussey Odie Trophy. John Crudreff get a good start on the far side, right in the middle. Super Duper also there. On the far side, that's Baton Rouge. Closest to us, Golden Wattle is quite early, along with Emperor of the Cats. So they're spread right across the track, and it is Super Duper, Baton Rouge, Golden Wattle, drifting in the middle. That is Emperor of the Cats, also still there. That's John Crudreff as they come inside the final 2 furlong, and it is Super Duper. Maybe just the leader. Here comes Emperor of the Cats. Emperor of the Cat, Super Duper, Baton Rouge is there. John Crudreff running a big one on the far side. Also on the premises, that's a Good Witch. This is a blanket finish. Who do you like from here as they come toward the furlong pole? It is Emperor of the Cats still in front. Emperor of the Cats holding on, still on the far side and coming on. It's John Crudreff in the middle, the Good Witch. It's a bang-up finish, but looks like Emperor of the Cat from the Good Witch and John Crudreff. Then it got tight for 4th.
The Canterman Shane Ellis delivers another memorable victory for trainer Carl Anderson. Covering 5 furlongs straight in 59 seconds flat, Emperor of the Cats finished ahead of the Good Witch, Baton Rouge and John Crudreff. The day's final event saw veteran trainer Richard Azan in a festive mood as his 72 entry Whiskey poured it on the Royal Lancaster Trophy.
6 furlongs, 1200 meters thereof. An almost perfect start. Devontae and Last Bid took off quickly. Toward the outside, hidden from view, that's Sergeant Charge, and now Sergeant Charge shows on that lead and opens up over a length. Last Bid chasing as they leave the 5. Ahmed Ali on the outside of Give Me the Light. One Like It races near the rail. In behind them, that's Whiskey asked to make some progress. No More Deals needs to do more running as they slip past the half-mile. Rhythm and Traditional Lady race next, and Devontae trails. They're at the 7/16th, well into the turn. Sergeant Charge, attacked now by Last Bid, and Sergeant Charge quickens again as they leave the 3. Give Me the Light and Ahmed Ali going in chase. One Like It races down against the rail. No More Deals on the outside. Whiskey now beginning to come on, but it's Sarge in charge at the top of the lane. A quarter of a mile to catch him. Give Me the Light trying to do so. Ahmed Ali is on the outside. In behind horses, that's Whiskey between runners, but Sarge in charge is right against the rail and holding that lead. Give Me the Light on the fence. Whiskey in between horses. Ahmed Ali out 3 wide. Sarge in charge now beginning to run on fumes. Here is a Whiskey closing in for the kill on the outside, and Whiskey grabs the lead from Sarge in charge, and Whiskey is pouring it on, and Whiskey goes away to win it from Sarge in charge. Ahmed Ali, it's close between Rhythm Wide and Give Me the Light on the rail.
Whiskey by 2 1/4 lengths to secure 700 career wins at Caymanas Park for Hall of Famer Richard Azan. Partnered by Dane Dawkins, Whiskey sped to victory over 1,200 meters in 1 minute, 16 1/5 of a second. As we recap another thrilling weekend of racing, it was highlighted by Prince Marshall's victory in Saturday's feature. Meanwhile, Emperor of the Cats was impressive on his way to securing Sunday's main event. Dane Dawkins' four-timer was also a highlight of Saturday's race card. This was followed up by a double on Sunday. Dawkins now leads Anthony Thomas by 4 wins atop the Jockeys Championship. This has been another edition of the Caymanas Park Highlight Show. See you next time.